Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Yeah, wow. How do you like them apples was a big line. I gave the script to my dad to read. He said it's terrific, Matthew. He said just that one thing, that line about the apples. He goes, that's never going to work. You should take that out. So when the movie went on to do really well, and that line became one that people quoted, my dad came and said, he said, just don't take my advice on screenplays anymore. I'm just not going to read them anymore.
It's not your fault.
Oh man, innumerable lessons learned from Robin Williams. He was one of the hardest working people that I ever worked with. Take after take, he just was absolutely tenacious. And he was really kind. He was really kind to everybody. I feel like I'm just incredibly lucky, not just that he said yes to this movie, because that is why it got made ultimately, but that I was exposed to that kind of a human being early on in my career. I couldn't have asked for a better role model. I don't know what advice I'd give myself looking back. If you keep moving forward in good faith and being kind to people, it feels like one way or another things will probably go your way in some shape or form.
And at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half mile before my hands start shaking. Now, why would I know that? How can I know that and not know who I am?
Yeah, so that's the Bourne identity, and I remember that scene because we shot it. It's a very simple scene. Ultimately, I mean, it's just two kind of over-the-shoulder shots on the two of us. It's a pretty intimate scene, but for some, we reshot it, I think, 3 times. We shot it in 3 different locations. We shot in a truck stop outside Paris one time. We shot in Prague. You know, and it's funny that the solution ended up being just lean into the writing and keep it simple. You can spin out and overthink things, but if you get back to fundamental questions, normally the answer's pretty easy to see.
You're my hostage.
Say you will kill me if I don't help you.
I don't have a choice.
You have a choice. You're making a choice. You're a grown man. You're accountable for your decisions. You're making a decision
Fine.
right now.
I will kill you if you don't help me.
Good.
What the kind of conversation is this?
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, so that's The Instigators, which Casey Affleck and Chuck McLean wrote. It's a lot of fun. It's a movie that takes place in Boston. Well, I love Casey. I've done, I think, 9 movies with him, and you know, a lot of times making movies, you know, involves a lot of problem solving. It's collaborative, so there are differences of opinion, and when we have differences of opinion, as we often do, we just cut through to the problem a lot easier and how to solve it a lot easier. We don't spend any time on diplomacy or being kind to each other because we know that that's there. That's never ever in question. That's not on the table. It's so it gives us the ability to be really blunt and forthcoming and get to a solution quicker. And it's also a lot of fun.